Today we will see about the hydrogen bonding. When the hydrogen bonding takes place, whenever fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen are directly attached with hydrogen, we can say the hydrogen bonding will take place. If you will see, when we go from left to right, size decreases. So the fluorine is having the smallest size in whole of the periodic table. So the electron negativity of fluorine is also maximum. If you will see on Pauling scale, electron negativity of fluorine is 4, oxygen is having 3.5 and nitrogen is having 3. How we can define the electron negativity? Power to attract shared pair of electron is known as electron negativity. What will be the effect of electron negativity in covalent bond? If you will see the structure of HF, HF bond is formed when one electron of hydrogen share the electron of fluorine. As a result, single covalent bond is formed. The position of electron should be like this, but because power to attract the shared pair of electron of fluorine is maximum, so fluorine will shift the electrons towards itself. That means the dot electron of hydrogen will also shift towards fluorine. Fluorine will feel that this electron is extra in fluorine. So fluorine will acquire partial negative charge and hydrogen will acquire partial positive charge. Mind it, bond is still existing. It is not broken up. It is only shifted. Electrons are only shifted. So fluorine will have partial negative charge and hydrogen will have a partial positive charge. So how we will come to know whether the hydrogen bonding will take place or not? That may be when the fluorine, oxygen or nitrogen are directly attached with hydrogen, we will be able to say that there will be the formation of hydrogen bond. See in HF, fluorine is having partial negative charge, hydrogen will have partial positive charge. So one molecule of HF and another molecule of HF will attract each other. This attraction force is named as hydrogen bond. The same thing we can see in water also. If you will see the structure of water, oxygen is highly electronegative than hydrogen. That means oxygen will pull the electron towards itself and oxygen will acquire partial negative charge, hydrogen will acquire partial positive charge. So the negative charge of oxygen will be attracted by positive charge of hydrogen. This attraction force itself is called hydrogen bond. The same thing you can see in ammonia, as nitrogen is also very electronegative. So partial negative charge of nitrogen will attract the partial positive charge of hydrogen, and once again the hydrogen bond will form. Now, which out of HF, water and ammonia, which will show more strong hydrogen bond? Naturally, because F is most electronegative, so the power of attraction between HF molecule will be highest, then in water, and the weakest will be in ammonia. So we can say due to high electron negativity, HF will have strong hydrogen bond, then water, and then ammonia. If we classify the hydrogen bonding, there are two types of hydrogen bonds, intermolecular and intramolecular. Intermolecular means when the two molecules, two different molecules, suppose this is one molecule, this is another molecule, if they attract each other, we will call it inter. And when attraction force in one molecule is taking place only, that will be called intra. Here I have taken an example, para-nitrophenol. What is the meaning of para-nitrophenol? You will see, you know this molecule very well. This is benzene. When OH is attached with it, it called phenol. And at fourth position, when nitro group is present, the complete name becomes para-nitrophenol. If you will see the position of nitro, nitro is at fourth position. You can say 4-nitrophenol also or para-nitrophenol also. When you will take two molecules of para-nitrophenol, partial positive hydrogen will be attracted by partial negative oxygen. This kind of hydrogen bonding will call intermolecular, दो molecule के बीच में. When we will talk about intramolecular, intra means in the same molecule the hydrogen bonding is taking place. I have taken here the example of orthonitrophenol. If you will find, once again I will do the same thing. This is benzene. When OH is attached, it becomes phenol, and when at second position nitro is present, that will be called 2-nitrophenol or orthonitrophenol. So you can see in one molecule only hydrogen bond is formed. There is no involvement of other molecules. That's why it will be called intramolecular hydrogen bond. Now the question is, what are the benefits to read hydrogen bond? Why we should read it? The reason behind, some of the factors those are having problem in understanding, they can be solved out by the help of hydrogen bond. In boiling point, if you will see, boiling point is one of the factor which showing some problems in solving the questions, but by the help of hydrogen bond we sort out our problems. For example, boiling point of para-nitrophenol is more than orthonitrophenol. Whenever we are talking about the boiling point, we always break up the intermolecular force. Okay? So in para-nitrophenol you can see intermolecular force is hydrogen bonding, while in orthonitrophenol there is no hydrogen bond between them. There is no hydrogen bond. Okay? So para-nitrophenol will have higher boiling point than orthonitrophenol. In case of boiling point, we always break up intermolecular forces. As we have seen in ionic bond also, when two molecules of ionic compound NaCl are attracted by electrostatic force of attraction, so their boiling points are very high, right? In this way, we can solve the questions related to boiling point.